In the legends, it was thought that the stone held the power and that the word activated that power, but I believe otherwise. I believe that the word, written on any object, can be wielded as mightily as any sword. To hold it is to know it and use it. Why would a renowned man of science invest in such a fairy tale? What good is magic to a professor? The magic has its place in the world. Magic is simply a term for science we do not yet understand. Miss Seymour was a strong woman. She had most of the other houses under her control. My inside sources say that she shows signs of having the word. No need to get into details, but everyone knows she was quite powerful. Invincible. That is, until I convinced Private Prattle to seduce her and leave the country. If this word existed, she surely took it with her. Not necessarily. There's hardly reason to hold onto objects in the passion of a nighttime tryst. Once fully disrobed, Prattle convinced her to leave. The small details of the situation are hard to explain, and I assure you there's no chance she took the objects with her. William made certain of it. William? The servant? Ah, yes, the servant. The remainder of the guests have calmed down for now, Professor. The mouth has upset them, but they're showing no signs of leaving. Excellent work, William. I was just informed Miss Gossip about my master plan. I hope you left some of the details to her vivid imagination. Not many. I like to be fairly thorough when divulging secret conspiracies to semi-strange guests. So you used Miss Seymour's servant to ensure that she fled the estate without any of her personal belongings. Little good it did. She had apparently hid the word away before attending to Private Prattle's private prattling. And this is where you come in, Miss Gossip. You're a fresh set of eyes and ears. You're quite persuasive to boot. Not really! I'm actually quite bad at it. Your powers of suggestion have pitted Miss Prattle against us, and that's a new mess we need to clean. More importantly, you get along with Seymour, heir to the Seymour house. He must have some information. Why not question him yourself? Why not use the mouth? We will if we have to, but for now it's best not to apply too much pressure, and using the mouth would inform everyone of our plan. As stupid as this plan sounds, what makes you think I'll go along with it? You refuse? I'm not daft, of course I refuse. Allow me to persuade you then. Oh shit. Is this where you show off your level? Yep, level 40. I'm already at lose. Look at this. I lose this. I've lost this conversation already, and it hasn't even started. Yeah. There's no way I could have done that, unless I ground the shit out of that first level. Oh. Okay. Turns out you're a much better listener than you thought, eh? Now here's the deal. You're going to wean as much information about the word as possible from Master Seymour without letting on too much about our plan. Once you've discovered the information we might find of use, you're going to report to William. Calling me sir is an option, but not a demand. Also, I prefer pet names like Your Highness and Mr. Superior. Go with whatever feels right. Is this perfectly clear? I'll be done before you know it. I'm going to do it at my own pace. Futility, or a fate worse than a mild inconvenience. Damn. Okay, you're showing me how to move again? Alrighty, let's see. What an odd design, part copper, part... Okay. Can we... Ooh, okay, hidden word. Private Prattle. Let's talk to everyone about Private Prattle. Gossip about Private Prattle. Private Prattle and Professor Shadows were awfully close, they say. Before he went AWOL, he and the Professor mingled quite a bit. Right? Private Prattle always looked up to his superiors in the military. It's no surprise that a great inventor inspired him to go after his dreams. Although, what exactly were those dreams? I've known Prattle a while and never said he wanted to travel the world, yet here he is. I have to wonder if he ran off for some other reason, right? That is, other than for a woman, or am I overthinking this? You're completely right! There's no way to know, I guess. Over the past few years, he hasn't sent so much as a single letter. He made a clean cut. Ooh, okay, so I need to level that up more. So, gee, I wonder where the word is. Gee, I can only imagine where the word is hidden. Oh, Seymour House. Okay, hidden word. Okay, can't do any much more than that. Seymour. Gossip about Private Prattle. Honestly, I don't hate Private Prattle. My mother made her own decision, and he got swept up in it. She's always been a strong leader. I find it fascinating that she would rather lead a young man to her quarters than lead her family back into success, though. In any case, don't blame Prattle. I don't blame Prattle, even if I don't really care much to think, or if I really don't care much to think of him. Did I say that right? I feel like I screwed that all up. Probably did. What can I upgrade? Bows. Charisma boost. We won't do that yet, though. Let's see. Talk to you about this. Gossip about Prattle. Thinking about what's best for the military, I must concede that Private's departure was negative for military publicity. On the other hand, he was hardly a great soldier. He was an aristocrat and was given allowances for it. His importance spoiled him. If we didn't live in a country where lineage and celebrity were so intertwined, I applaud the loss of such a weak recruit. Oh, she's wearing her hat outside.
Oh.
Or her cover outside, but not inside. That's a good little touch. I like that. Okay. Oh. Mr. Bostings. Gossip about Prattle. The young private follow Prattle, is that because his mother's name is Falar, was a large source of gossip a few years ago, back when he had first eloped with Mrs. Seymour. Naturally, other matters have taken the spotlight, and the scandal between them had melted away. That is, until tonight. It's a marvel how the past never truly disappears. It haunts us, good or bad, and carries with it a new weight, even after so long a time. Damn. Okay. What about you? Now we can gossip about all the things that we couldn't gossip about before because talking to you advanced the plot. Oh dear fellow, I hope you're happy. Oh, truly hope you're happy. She wasn't saying that as sarcasm. Chatter's history. Alright, you probably don't want to talk about him, but let's talk about him. They're saying that this estate was sold to the wealthy professor by Mrs. Seymour. Chaff says that the Seymour house was bankrupt, which is why Mrs. Seymour needed the money. But do you believe that? Master Seymour may not be doing so well as the head of the Seymour house, but I believe he's living off this estate's sale. It would make more sense that the money Chatters used to buy this estate is now what keeps the Seymour house from going defunct. That would mean that the professor is in some way responsible for keeping the Seymours above water. That's just my personal theory, however. I can be rather smart when pressed. Oh no, you're smart. You're just a jerk. Let's chatter. I acted quite the fool back there. Whew. Attacking the mouth was a very bold move. I don't know if I would have thought to do it. Violence is a tremendous taboo for the Prattle House, not for our enlisted and commissioned Prattles, but for those of us who represent civility. The professor's machine deserved to be melted into copper coins, but I shouldn't have been the one to attempt its destruction. I feel horribly unladylike. It's alright. Alright, we won't discord yet. We need to talk about other things. Gossip. Domestic feline. I'm simply uninterested in domesticated animals. No offense to pet lovers, but I'm more of a people person than a cat person. You don't really seem like a people person. Seymour House. Seymour House, you wouldn't find any genuine affection from me, although I'm more civil enough to be civil. I've had some discussions with the new master, and despite being dull, he's a nice enough boy, much unlike his cruel and petty parents. Okay. Lot in forces? The Prattles are well-featured military servers. My husband is a colonel, and my son, well, he was a private for a short time. Now he ain't. Now he's the talk of the town. Newest invention. At first I thought this machine was a blessing, but if my husband were here, I'm certain he would disapprove. For starters, look at the horrifying smile. Girl, I agree. The thing is just plain ugly. Ugh. It clashes with the rug. Alright, photography? You're the photographer, yes? That's what you'd call your profession? It looks as though this picture might be indicating something. I'm not one of those cryptic old cryptologists, though. Take a look and tell me if you see anything a tad off. And if you find anything concerning my son... Oh, anything concerning my son, I'd be especially appreciative. Well, the toilet's down. That picture... Ooh, that tile's off. Input 77. That one tile right there. I'll zoom in on it. Right there. That's off. It clashes with the rest of them. Okay. I wonder what that means. Wine tasting? Let's talk about wine. The wine is superb, to be honest, considering that we're being forced to drink. The professor could have chosen much worse. Actually, can we gossip some more? Okay, no. And Private Prattle. Oh, we need to talk to... to... should I talk to you about the hidden word? Let's go for it. Gossip? You want to know if Mrs. Seymour had any particular object she held close? That's a rather odd topic. Okay, I guess not. Let's talk to you about it then, Gossip. Mrs. Seymour owned quite a few things, but my eyes have been going bad for a few years. Everyone is a blur, like a colored silhouette. I feel you. Nearsighted as shit. But I do say Mr. McCall is young yet. His eyes and mind are as sharp as claws. Whoa. I'm gonna go into the bathroom and see what that tile is up to. This one, right here. There's a small number dial here with linoleum. Photography? Okay. With linoleum. Let me see if I can spin the numbers into the correct position. It said input 77. So maybe input 77. This panel moved, but there's nothing but a small phrase. To turn right. Okay. I'll try to remember it. We gotta write that down! Oh, look! We unlocked some stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Wow. We got a lot of XP. So, to turn right. So that's clearly going to be a safe somewhere in here later. So why do I have my mouse? I don't need my mouse. Okay. Photography. We need to unlock photography more. What can we unlock with photography? I'm not going to talk to you about the hidden word. Let's gossip about photography. Oh, you're starting with photography, right? I found this stuck to my shoe. It looks like it might be a bit of a puzzle. I can't seem to wrap my head around it. Is there something your professional eyes can glean that mine can't? Ooh, let's see. Let's see. The fire's out. So, let's see. Turn it right. Tile 77. So I'll know what that means. A tile in the bathroom. And the input is 77. So is this supposed to be the fire's out? I'm supposed to check the fire. Input 310. Damn. This is a lot more. Okay. Crackle of the fire warms. Okay, that wasn't it. There's different plates on the table. Is it you? Oh, there's a small number dial here beneath the lampshade doll's legs. I don't know what I didn't see it in the picture. Let me see if I can spin the numbers into the correct position. I just thought, you know, that's weird. Let's go for it. Okay. A special drawer popped open. There's something written at the bottom. 3 press wall. 3 press wall doll. Okay. And level 3 photography. Okay, I'll try to remember it. Oh shit. Oh god, we are unlocking all sorts of intrigue. Actually, can I look at your gossip about photography? I like photography, but photography is more important. Okay, interact with photographer. I always prefer the artist to the art. Oh, thanks. What about you? Gossip about photography. I found an envelope with a bunch of photographs. Oh, okay. So that's what that was supposed to be. I get it! I get it now! Yeah. Let's talk to you. Photography is truly a lost art, although I never suggest it to a member of a fine house. Members of the middle class are better suited. Okay, well, no need to be cruel. Say we go outside. Talk to you about photography. Oh. Gossip. You should have considered becoming a military photographer. We'd send you around the world. Okay. Well. Shit. What about... talk to the cat. Talk to the cat. What can you offer me, cat? Oh. Chatter. Chatter with the cat. Yeah, that's how that works. Alright. Let's increase bows. Just one. Just so I can see what I can... So who else do we need to talk about this? Judge Boastings. Judge Boastings. Gossip. Oh, would you look at this? It's a rather novice photograph I found beneath an empty glass of port. It must have been used to keep the glass from perspiring into the wood. Was it one of yours? Okay, input 29. And what is this? Well, the cat's gone. The doll is there. Is the rug moved? Well, let's go and look. The garbage can was gone, I think. Nope. Summer house. Okay, nope. Was the back of the chair? Ah! The back of the chair didn't have the symbol on it. There's a small dial here beneath the back side of the desk chair. Alright, so... chair. Let me see if I can spin the numbers into the correct position. So, 2, 9. Aha! A special panel comes open. There's something written here. One face doll. One face doll? Oh, so it's instructions! 1 face doll, 2 turn right, 3 press wall. Okay. So is that here? Face doll, turn right, press wall? No? Maybe another doll. Maybe a different one. Maybe... it's this one? Face doll, turn right. Nope. Okay. Worth a try. My right or the doll's right? Nope. Let's try the other way, just in case. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Oh! Summer house. Wait, I unlocked that already. No, I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay, well, Well, that's something we're gonna have to figure out. In the meantime... photography? I have to talk to everyone about photography again. So you work for Mesenbo, the bottling company? Very interesting. They should really upgrade to wine bottles. Do you take pictures? Oh, you've already said this to me. Okay. Can I talk to you now that I've unlocked more photography? Oh, yeah. Okay. This photograph was left near the mouth. I assume it must belong to you, Gossip. Is that right? So, input 7. There's no stuff on the table. There's no stuff on the bar. Okay. I'm probably missing something that I won't remember until... I guess there's more steps then. Nope. Different from most other bottles. Alright, well what was different? Is it you? Nope. What about you? What about you? Just clicking around looking for stuff. Ooh, maybe I have to go behind the bar. Different from most others. Alright. I think you've trapped me in here, buddy. Let's chatter. Servants and soldiers aren't that different, you know. Oh. Did I unlock you? No? Okay. Alright. I need to... What is... Is it on the side here? Nope. Ooh. Huh. Show me that picture again. Need to see what it says, what it is. Alright, armed forces have been relying on Chet Chatter since he became a colonel at a young age. Oh, we switched over to military forces. I apologize, Judge, or General. Let's see, what is it? The lamp is plugged in. Those pictures are on the walls. It might have something to do with the cabinet, the wine rack, and those 2 missing things. Or... is the elephant thing, turned backwards? Is that it? God, and it's so good, too, because you have to walk all the way around, so by that time you forget. Oh, yeah, this wasn't open. There's a small number dial here at the bottom of this case. Okay. Wine case. See if I can spin the numbers into the correct position. It was 7. No, wrong one. Okay. I fucked up. There we go. Ah! 4 hold tight. 4 hold tight. Alrighty. Level 5 photography. Alright, do I need to unlock that? I'll try to remember it. God damn! Hot damn! Alright, so... let's see what... Alright, we've leveled up all of our talk of photography. But who else do we need to speak to regarding it? I guess we could just do Miss Prattle. Oh. Photography. Gossip about photography. Lost art. Never suggested to a finer house. Alright. Gossip. Alright. Just so we can talk to everyone about everyone.
Hey.
Found an envelope. On the way to the... lost it on the way to the washroom. Gossip. Okay. Alright. Just so we can say we can talk to everyone about this particular topic. Let's go talk to the general.
Oh.
Okay. Now, what else? Wine tasting, Private Prattle. I didn't talk to McCall about Private Prattle's update yet. So let's do that. Gossip. The professor had a large effect on Private Prattle. The whole ordeal has reverberated through 2 houses. I have to wonder what other soldiers he has affected and what other problems have arisen from it. After all, the professor couldn't have come across his own title by accident. Ooh. Duh, obviously. He did all this shit on purpose.
Hey.
Gossip. Now that you mention it, I recall bumping into Mrs. Seymour several times and noticing that she wore the same set of jewelry. As a gentleman, I made a point not to expose that I realized she wore the same accessories over and over again. I'm trying hard to be proper. Okay. However, also as a gentleman, I can't really recall what the accessories were. Classic male problem, eh, Miss Gossip? Haha. Okay, I'm not gonna ask... Oh, we unlocked something about the Seymour house? Do I just need to talk to people about the Seymour house? Alright. Mrs. Seymour enjoyed looking her best, and let me tell you, her best was quite nice in my old eyes. Okay, let's talk to you then. I was rather uncomfortable accepting the ignoble help? Professor's invitation, seeing how this is the estate I grew up on. Yeah, that probably sucks. That probably really sucks. Mrs. Seymour attended a few of my best matches when I was still fighting. It seems to me she wore the same jewelry every time. But I wasn't interested in the ornaments so much as the lady beneath, if you follow. She was fetching, to say the least. Everyone's got the hots for Miss Seymour. Alright, what about you? Seymour house? Mrs. Seymour is often slathered in tacky jewelry. It's hard not to notice her tasteless tastes. She often gloated about her husband bringing home some of her favorite pieces, her necklaces and bracelets in particular. Her husband, you see, has been deceased for many years, but he was once a general in the St. Laudon forces. Ooh. Okay. He was a historian. I find it odd that he would bring her jewelry from work, but I suppose that's why it's so awfully tacky. My husband brings me jewelry as well, and even though he works for the military, you can plainly see he buys only the best. Also, he's still alive, which regards me ahead of Miss Seymour, which places me above Miss Seymour in every regard. Holy shit! Okay, gossip about St. Laudon Forces. My husband is one of the top linguists in St. Laudon Forces. I know this without ever having seen him in action. The way of Prattle name is through military, and my hubby would never forsake his honor by not doing his very best. My son, however... yeah. How'd that work out? Alright, let's talk to... Oh god, I'm trapped. I'm cornered. Help. God, every time you try to close one conversation, another one opens. Alright, I guess we should talk to St. Laudon Forces. Military gossip isn't my expertise. I suppose my father might know a thing or two, but he's been gone for many years. I'd have a chat with General Sandoff if I were you, which I'm not, just for clarity. Oh, thank you for clearing that up for me. I had no idea. I thought I was Seymour Seymour. Silly me. Alright. Gossip. It's interesting that you should bring up the late General Seymour. I want to respect his image, but to tell you the truth, General Seymour was a thief, no doubt. I mean, there is some doubt, but as a historian, he has access to special artifacts. The St. Laudon Forces have been unearthing history in every place we help conquer. That includes collecting and categorizing ancient pieces. Okay. General Seymour was among the few with access to those historical finds, and many disappeared during his visits. Mostly old rocks, it seems. Maybe the rock with the word on it. Luckily for him, he died before charges could be pressed, and I say he's bargaining with St. Peter, but I'm not even Catholic. Oh, very clever. Alright, let's talk some more. General Seymour's repulsive behavior turns my gut in a way that almost makes me want to drive my fist into the nearest face. I'm the nearest face, so please don't do that. No need to worry. However, as a woman as the St. Laudon forces, I'm specially trained to control my brutal impulses. I guess that explains why she has the peace of mind ability. So, let's talk to you then. Gossip? So you think that my father was stealing from the St. Laudon Military Museum? Interesting. I can't really speak for his character. He was often very busy. It was mostly me and my mother. Mother was the master of Seymour House, so father never needed to take time from his job to host the estate. But I had been living here for a while, and I think there was a hidden room that father used to go when he was home. Ooh. I can hardly recall. I never went in, nor did I care to. I suppose that if my father hid anything from us, it is concealed in that room. Ooh, okay. Still got a lot to go off of. God. Every time you unlock something, something else comes up. Alright. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna buy all of these abilities, even though I can't afford them. Oh no. St. Laudon Forces. Oh shit. Okay, we unlocked St. Laudon Forces. Oh, how so? We both take on a profession which requires us to be completely submissive. We have to learn how to take orders. Servants particularly are trained to eschew any notion of giving the last word, thus everyone has power over us. General Sandoff seems to command quite a bit of power despite being a soldier. As soldiers gain rank, they get some privilege back, especially compared to lower ranks. Servants get no such luxury. That's the risk you take when you become a servant, I suppose. You had other options, if you insist, Miss Gossip of Gossip House. Okay. So you've got some issues you gotta work out, so let's just buy everything. Tipping point. Buy saving grace first. Buy firm handshake. Buy. Oh, now we can only afford eye contact. Whoops. Well, there you go. So let's go save. How many bows do we have? Not enough. So let's see, what can we... Only eye contact. What does eye contact do? Start each discourse with 10 extra power. Okay, so there we go. We got it. Woo! Let's go back. Let's go save. Right. Halfway through the game. Okay. So it's the save thing says we're halfway through the game. Ooh, having more juicy gossip we will uncover. There's a lot of shit to uncover. Like I said several times, every time you unlock something, or you go to talk about something, another thing unlocks, so you have to go talk about that. Oh. So magic is involved. Or maybe it's not magic. Maybe it's all in our heads. With the power of the word and junk. Huh. Who knows? Anyway, that's all for now. Bye! Cataloging all the peculiarities of the place takes many pages. The tailor who imports glit buttons and braid just to be able to keep everyone's uniform in condition. The fashions of wearing a post bag with nothing inside. Wearing it open, wearing it upside down. Torn apart. Get 2 of them. Which is economic. But fucking annoying. Case in point.